Okay, now's a good time as any. How's it going, everyone? My name is Zero Matter here, hosting the Zero Matter Experiment. Oh, yeah. I, I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so just bear with me. I swear, I promise to keep this as short as I can, humanely possibly can. But you know me, it starts off one way and then ends up going another. Okay, first and foremost, some people have been waiting for the part 2 of our Ninjala video. I promise it is in the works right now. After rereading the script so many times, we've been adding some new ideas to kind of get it all together. It was kind of frustrating to get it set up one way or the other when it ultimately ended up taking its own direction into something that I didn't really see in the beginning, but I promise that video and stream, when that time happens, it comes out when it comes out. Not like there's any rush to it or whatever, because again, the community or whatever, very helpful. I give them all credit to do that. Number 2, I guess, for the announcement today is we will be taking this week off. You know, whoever decides to see this video in the time that this comes out, wherever. So we'll be taking the week off to do a little bit of R&R, but at the same time, not even realistically do that. We're still going to work on some side projects that just we need extra time for, you know what I mean? Anyone who's been with us for a while, you should know that oddly enough, I enjoy the work. You know, I enjoy the creativity. Somehow I haven't really hit the creative block, I guess. When that time happens, you'll definitely know, when everything just comes to a screeching halt, I guess. So until then, I'm just gonna keep powering through, and hopefully everything turns out better on the other side. Okay, and I guess the big final thing, if you're just watching this for the first time, first of all, hi. Today is a milestone here on the channel, on Discord, on Twitch, wherever you want to see this. And that is because today is officially what I like to declare our 5-year anniversary of all this. Okay, specifically, this is kind of big. It's a mildly big deal for me on, wherever this happens, wherever this ends up streaming or whatever, or being recorded. Okay, I got no script to this. I'm doing it at very last minute, so again, just bear with me as I try to get my thoughts as straightened out as I can in what little time frame that I have left. Okay, so I guess just honestly, just start off like this. Happy 5 years of Zero. What the hell does 5 years of Zero mean? It's in the name. I like to come up with catchy titles like that. I know it's cringe or whatever. We've been on the air for about 5 whole years if you're just watching this. Okay, we've been on the air for 5 whole years, doing whatever we think is best for content creating, I guess. Yeah, you can tell I'm a little exhausted, a little bit. It's getting there. But the weird thing that I will always share on this day is we reached Twitch affiliates on this day. And the other weird thing about this too is I know it is our 5-year anniversary, and I will always remember it that way as well. But on top of that, it's also my birthday. Yay! I don't really ever talk about myself like this, so you're kind of seeing me in a mildly vulnerable light, I guess. If you know, I always try to make it about, gaming and whatnot, but I feel like every now and again I kind of have to pull it back and be like, hey, now wait, you relax, you can have a moment to yourself, I guess. And so to bring it all under one big bag, I guess, today is a double special day for me because it is my birthday, but at the same time, 5 years ago, we reached Twitch affiliate, which at the same time, Discord was kind of taking off for us as well. So pretty much all in one day, for better or worse, I guess. The Zero Matter Experiment really came together on my birthday, and also the day that Twitch got back to me and said, hey, you're Twitch affiliates. And if anyone here knows the grind on how to do a bit of Twitch affiliate, it's not easy for the beginning steps, especially if you really start at the bare bottom. And what I mean by that is, we don't have all these other fancy dancy influencers just coming in and giving us, no. We're not like that. We are as solo of a team as we can possibly be. And I want to just say thank you for being with us for all this time. I know I probably sound really tired. Again, I want to make this quick. I don't want to overdo it, okay? So thank you for being with us for 5 years. I know it's been a very chaotic ride from the beginning. 5 years of zero going forward, obviously. If you just missed this past weekend's announcement, we started playing Resident Evil 7, and I did say at the beginning of this year, going forward, if you've missed anything, today, or rather this year, will be our first year streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. It's kind of a big deal for us, so that's why I'm kind of going a little mildly all out with like the naming concepts and whatnot for this particular year, because this year it's like, oh man, it's two concepts into one. It is like a massive rewind, a look back on all of our greatest hits that we've played in the past 5 years. At the same time, though, it's both a rewatch, and just something new. Because again, when I say we rewinded stuff, times were different back then. 5 years ago, the world was different, okay? And I feel like a lot of people who are probably just gonna get to know us soon, that's me being hella hopeful on that, don't know what all this is about. So, and if you're watching this video, and I'm obviously gonna remind you again, this would be the time to kind of check out what the channel is all about. Some other exciting news, again, since we started Resident Evil 7, going forward, any games, if you've ever watched us in the past 4.5-5 years by now, some of those games will be coming back, meaning we will be playing them another time. We will be giving them another spin at a storyline thing, and I think this time around it's going to be easier for us to especially do it for videos on YouTube. I think, as far as I'm concerned, I kind of get the whole concept down of the whole live thing. So long as that it saves everything in its entirety, I'm okay with that. The other thing is too, it'll be a lot easier for me to do it that way as well, because with Twitch exclusive stuff, it's not really a whole thing anymore. We're trying to reach a pretty wide base of people who mildly share our interest. We are horror enthusiasts, so we like scary games and whatnot, okay? We play Dead by Daylight. The newest game that has actually entered our thing, besides Resident Evil, is actually Marvel Rivals. So that's another thing we'll be doing. Another thing I'm going to announce right here, sorry, we will also be considering bringing back our after hours, oh my god, I'm mixing our after hours segment. If you don't know what that is, we used to play late nights just to kind of get ourselves out into the public space to see if we can reach any of the late night birds, or people who just want to have a nice chill stream. Don't want to be in the mix of playing Dead by Daylight, Apex Legends, or any other big game like Ninjala or Splatoon, like nothing too crazy or chaotic. So those games actually featured Minecraft and Pokemon TCG, and I don't think I could think of anything else. Again, those are the two main games that were just kind of chill. Yes, we have a server for Minecraft. TCG I kind of want to get back into. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of itching to hit the TCG area again. Hopefully we'll meet some people along the way, so it's another one. And man, is there anything else? I mean, again, I don't really talk to I don't really talk about a lot of stuff in particular to me, so I would guess that since it being my birthday, I suppose, one wish, right, one wish, oh man, I haven't really given it a lot of thought, you would think, right? How about this, I'll wish for something here, at least in the gaming space that is our Discord, our YouTube channel, Twitch channel, wherever this decides to end, wherever this ends up being, okay? I guess I wish to continue to be able to entertain the masses, the audience, or whatever, with whatever type of shenanigans that we do. I guess that one. I mean, I guess I'll also add this as well. So maybe 2 wishes. Okay, two wishes, and I wish to be able to collab with the people that we have met along the way within the past 5 years. It's been an incredible ride. So I guess I'm just gonna give a huge shout out. Whether or not they see this is completely beyond me, But I mean, I owe it to these folks who have kind of, I guess, built confidence in me to just continue to do this stuff, in massive different ways, pick out ideas here and there, and just ultimately strive to just continue to do this. So I guess those people who are not limited to. Clearly, the one that I married, Generations or Genetic Crafts, thank you. Paddle Snake or Galpalend, however he's going, which shout out to the snake, by the way, thank you. Buster Pumpkin, another fellow content creator who has been really, really cool with us the past couple of years, and taking a dive in some of our crazy ideas here and there, especially Dead by Daylight and Dying Light, which that's another one we'll be working on as well, which thank you for that again, really appreciate it. Winter Wolf, that's another one, fantastic person to really get down in the trenches with when it comes to DVD. I'm glad that we can still I'm glad that we're still able to talk with each other whenever we get the chance. And just the crazy thing about all of our cool friends here is the time zones are just killer. That being said, I would also like to give a shout out to Thistle, Flower Yet Thistle. At the same time, I'll also throw in Emerald Gemini and Emma Frist. Just kidding, Amethyst. I think I'm bad at pronouncing, I'm so sorry. An interesting duo that is I met Flower Yet Thistle first, and then I kind of learned a little bit of Emerald Gemini along the way. Pajarito Ultra, I'm pretty sure there's gotta be at least. One of our newest friends that we have from Japan, oh my god, Kitana Yumiko. I'm sorry, I think that's the name. We have a DVD collab video that we did once. Hopefully we get to do more again. Arigato. Okay. Terrible at this. And I know too, and after that, just at least those are the ones that we've been talking to with on the up and up, more or less. Also, another last minute entry that I obviously failed to throw in here, but obviously they have to be in here because, again, if I didn't have them, then the chat logs and the Discord and wherever would just be running rampant, and trust me, they would. We've somewhat learned along the way that those things can get out of hand fast if they're not moderated. So shout out to the mods, and I will name them as such, and whether or not they like to be named, I don't care, because I am mildly your boss, your leader, your lead scientist, whatever. All in good humor. First and foremost, I'm actually going to give a special shout out to Righteous Raikou, who is actually a streamer in his own right. He streams very, I guess odd hours whenever he can. I know he's super busy these days, but Raikou, I almost said something else. Raikou, big shout out to you, homeboy. Thank you for joining the team, as abysmal as this team is or whatever. So yeah, be sure to check him out. He plays a lot more heavier extended games that I think might fit a couple of the niche topics here and there. If you want to go check it out, please, by all means. He is an extension of the Zero Out Experiment. Please go check him out as well. He's been at this just as long as I have, maybe just a little longer too, but I know he puts in a good amount of hours that I cannot do. Big shout out to him as well. So to the rest of the mods, we got Grekido, Rachel, Sinbad, Oriya hiding around somewhere, who knows where they are, and of course B. Yes, to my fellow teammates that I have here, thank you for keeping up with my shenanigans for for most importantly, for keeping up with my shenanigans. I guess, just overall, thank you. Seriously, it means a lot. It may not seem like you don't do much, because I know a lot of people don't seem to be. I respect their time when they come in. If they're just chilling for even 5 seconds, it's always important. Always, I guess, tip of the day: treat your mods with respect, so long as they treat you with respect back, and everything's all hunky dory. Unless their name is Oriah, in which case, yeah, I'm kidding. Relax. So I just want to say to anyone else that has followed us by this point, thank you. Seriously, thank you. Yes, we will be going on a short-term break, but at the same time, it's not really a break because I'll be working on other things. I think that's short enough, right? I promise that's it. So, happy 5th anniversary. Happy 5 years of Zero. We hope we can continue to entertain you. And, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got. So, we will see you guys next week. I think maybe we'll start the weekend again with Resident Evil 7, and then from there we'll go forward. So stay tuned for more interesting, fun gaming announcements in that regards. So yeah, until then, my name is Zero Matter here, hosting the Zero Matter Experiment, and I will see you on the next one. Later, guys.